I came in and they kind of already had the rough beat built up with the slipping in a bad dreams. And so I was, as soon as I heard it, it was like, oh yeah, this is gonna be sick. Me and Julian, before every day, we'll always go on a walk and kind of catch up, you know, and just try to get like an idea for what should we be talking about, what's going on in your life, what's new. Because, you know, I usually only get home after tours and stuff, and we'll go lock ourselves in like a Palm Springs camp, for instance, and just kind of catch up and talk about life. And I've been having like nightmares for a long time. I mean, as long as I can remember, I've woken up from just nightmares, and sometimes every 30 minutes, and I just get terrible sleep. And so we wanted to kind of write about that. When I had walked in, I remember Julian and John being so pumped, and like, we have this chorus, slipping in a bad dreams. I think originally, I can't remember what the line was now, but I know when I heard the chorus, it was like more mumbles than anything. Slipping into bad dreams was so cool. And so I think we ended up rewriting the chorus a couple times, but that I just knew as soon as that was there. And of course, those the melodies for the verse too. They kind of went ahead and had that, and we just kind of used the like, I guess the mumbles, like the certain vowels were just already felt right. When we're in a group setting, like, you know, we're locked ourselves in for like 5 days in a place, and we all switch teams and, you know, write a few songs in that day. And so I like to bounce around and hear what's going on, because I know that there's like the muse, or like a little elf that kind of walks into a room when something's like beautiful, you know, and you can't interrupt that. You can't ever like, so I always try to just listen to what the thing falling from the sky is. And then if you go in and like, I don't know about this, or I don't know about this, you might as well not even be in the room, because it can start, once you start trying to guide the creative act too much, I think that little muse, that little elf will just walk right out the room. And so I just try to just go in there and catch what's happening. Steady losing life, steady losing my mind. I always have a hard time with songs. I was just talking to somebody about this the other day, because somebody had sent me a song, I can't remember who it was, and it was overly positive. And I mean, I love that for people who like overly positive songs, but in my experience of any time that I've been depressed or like trying to get over something or someone, I never want to hear like, everything's gonna be okay song, you know, and just change your perspective and you're gonna be fine, and like there's a reason to stay, you know. It's like I hate that when I'm like feeling that way. And so I always like, with my songs, there's always got to be a little bit of some deeper heartfelt, you know, pain in there, so that way it's more of an overcoming of what's actually going on, rather than pretending like something's not wrong and just doing something overly positive. Because I just don't feel like I can personally relate too much to overly positive, even though as a person outside of music, I'm very much, but that's because I have an outlet like this to get all my shit out, you know? I lose control when you're not next to me. Yeah, you're breaking my heart. It's not just like the first one where the whole thing was kind of just sad and painful the whole way through. It was like nothing but heartbreak almost last time. And so I think this one, there's some songs for the lovers. You know, you can make love and you can cry on this record. So I'd rather than just crying the whole time. So that's been a nice change of pace. We try our best to do with this second album, like, as much as we're out on stage for an hour and a half and I'm just yelling for the entire time and it's just going for it, I find that if we're doing like 8 or 9 shows in a row, I'm like, you know, you start losing your voice a little bit. And so I try now like to think about what are some things we could write that is not me just yelling the entire time. And if that works, then people won't get used to me yelling all the time, because I was thinking for so long, it's like, God, nobody ever likes the stuff where I'm just calmly singing versus like going for it. And now I think we have a little bit of a platform laid out where people are willing to listen to other sides of my voice, and I mean, it seems like it's working, so thank God I don't have to be screaming forever.